fitness family. Today I'm going to share with you the perfect leg workout to build big, strong legs. Awesome. My name is Brent Cass. This is BKPT. I'm excited to share with you this great workout today. Hopefully you guys have no problem putting this together. This is fantastic. And the reason why it's so good is because it hits at all different angles. So you have fast twitch muscle fibers and slow twitch muscle fibers, and you're really engaging and bringing them all into play by doing this. So, all right, so here we go, pay attention. I like starting off with the hamstrings first, so the back of the legs, because most of my clients all have very inactive hamstrings and glutes. So this really helps people to like tie them in, get them rocking and rolling first before going into the quads, which most people are already quad dominant, all right? And it really kind of gets you moving and everything feels a lot better. So this is what I call the 5, 15, 40 routine. So you're gonna be doing 40 reps of an exercise, 15 reps of an exercise, followed by 5 reps. So obviously 40 is not gonna be as heavy, it's more endurance purpose, but you really wanna get that blood pumping to the muscle, okay? So we're gonna start out with 40 glute raises. So these are those barbell hip thrusts that I talk about so much. These should be in your program, I mean, several times a month for sure, all right? We're gonna follow that by 15 single leg. It's an isolation movement, single leg hamstring curls, really working those hamstrings. You know, that way it's isolating them, and then finishing up with 5 barbell stiff leggeds. All right, I'm gonna demonstrate all 3 of these, and then I'll show you the quad exercises that we're gonna do. So the hip thrust, if you have not seen these before, I've done tons of different demonstrations on them. So that way, because I just feel that they're very important. People have very underactive glutes. So you just want to make sure the key factors are: 1, pad, solid bench. So you want something flat behind you, so that way your shoulder blades are right up against it. So this is a big thing. So make sure you get a good little picture of that if you can. I'm gonna make sure where I'm at. And then you want to roll this bar up. So you want to make sure it's centered. So you're not picking it up off centered, picking it straight up. So you want to bring those knees in. Tuck your body nice and tight, and you're driving straight up. So push it straight up, and you're hinging on the bench, okay? So we're doing 40 repetitions of the barbell hip thrust. So try not to take a break. When you are doing a high repetition exercise like 40 or whatever you're doing, like a high repetition one, say you set it down, you don't make it all the way, you get to 25, don't take more. I always say, good rule of thumb, don't take more seconds break than you have reps left. So if you have 25 left, 15 seconds, right back at it, so that way you're not taking too long of a break. All right, so this is a single-legged, like a kneeling leg curl. It's a great piece of equipment. Not everybody has one of these, but I'll show you the 2 ways to do it if you don't have one. So you're hooking your foot in here, keeping your body nice and tall, and just curling this up to your butt. Okay, keeping that thigh on there. The biggest thing with this one is not twisting. A lot of people will want to twist and try to pull this up. So you want to make sure you keep your thigh nice and flat up against that pad, your whole body nice and straight in a line, and curling this up to your butt, or as far as the range of motion is that you can get. So if you can't get to your butt, it's not a big deal. Just go to wherever you can actually physically get to, where you're not like trying to throw the rest of it up there. The other key component is keeping that toe tucked up underneath, so don't point your toe out. So keeping it tucked up underneath, not pointing the toe out, is another key component. So you would do 15 per leg on this one. If you don't have a single-legged leg curl, I talk about these bands all the time. So you would just take a band and you could tie it around like a post. I'm using one of those, a hanging knee raise pad for this. If you don't have one, you don't need one. If you just have the band itself is fine. I use these just stuff all over the place. So hooking your heel in here, and you would just crawl forward and just curl it to your butt as far as you can. Coming up, curl. Same thing, see how I moved there? So I would just go back a little bit. So that way I can keep my body nice and flat and just curling it towards my butt. All right, so 15 of those. The last one is the barbell stiff-legged deadlift in this circuit. So with the barbell stiff-legged deadlift, you want to walk up to the bar so that way, you know, it's up against your shin. When I first picked this bar up, I hold it by preference over-under grip. I feel like I get a stronger grip that way. You can hold it over if you want, but I just feel like you can hold more weight with the over-under grip. So you want to pick this bar up first. So squat it down, keep your back nice and tall, and then you want a good control, hinge your butt back. So you're pushing your butt back, sliding it down your shins, up, squeeze through your hips. Slide it down your shins, squeeze through your hips. So you really want to focus and feel what's supposed to be working. If you can't feel it, back it off a little bit so you get the engaged muscles. So 5, 15, 40, there's the routine for the hamstrings. We always throw in some burpees in between. So we always do 10 burpees, so squatting down, kicking your feet back, 10 burpees, and then we back to the top. So I would do 3 circuits of this. 40 barbell hip thrusts, 15 single-legged leg curls per leg, and then 5 stiff-legged deadlifts with 10 burpees, 3 sets. All right? The next circuit, we're going quads now. So we're gonna go 40 leg presses. Same thing, high endurance. You wanna challenge yourself, so you don't want it to be super easy where it's just, you can just go ahead and knock them out and not even think about it. You want to quit. You just have to mentally be strong and push through it. All right, so 40 repetitions on the leg press, 15 barbell back squats, and then we're gonna finish it with 5 step ups per leg, and of course 10 burpees. So leg press, I have a 45-degree angle leg press, or it's plate weight added. So you would lay down, get your feet set, pushing up, and you just want a good range of motion. So when you're doing a leg press, you only want to come down as far as it's before your hips want to pivot up. There you are. So coming down until your hips want to pivot up. So you want to stop to wherever range of motion it is that you're not rolling your hips up and elongating that spine at the bottom, that lumbar area. Because then you'll end up with having lower back problems. So 40 leg presses, followed by 15 barbell back squats. My preference is setting a box up, so I like tapping my butt to it. It gives me an idea of where I need to go. So when you find a box, you want to make sure that it's a good 90-degree angle box, so that way it gives you a target. So getting in, I always tell people, make sure you have your fingers lined up, so that way when you get under the bar, you're always centered. So that way if you pick the bar up off to the one side, you don't want the bar tilting to the other side. So getting up underneath it, picking it up, walk it back until you feel that box right at your feet. Getting set, you always want to keep your head up, looking forward, keeping that spine aligned. Just touch. You don't want to sit and relax on that box. You just want to touch, right back up. Touch, right back up. 15 squats. And you want to tense those thighs at the top. So when you get to that top part, squeeze your thighs, engage them. Up, squeeze your thighs, engage them. All right, so that will be your 15. Then we're going to go to dumbbell step ups. So I'm taking that same box. It's a 20-inch box. We're going to do some dumbbell step ups. So keeping your head up, shoulder blades back, and we're going to do all 5 on the one leg, and then you'll switch. All right? Say you don't have heavy enough dumbbells to do a dumbbell step up for 5. You could always do a single-legged leg press with the leg press, so that way you can go nice and heavy. Or you can do a barbell step up, so putting the barbell on your shoulders and doing a step up with the barbell. So this is a good way to add that strength and endurance, so engaging both muscle fibers, getting those strong legs. So everybody's always wanting nice strong legs. It's the biggest muscle in the body, helps get those hormones up, you know, gets you guys going so that way you can work harder on everything else as well. So, all right, this is the perfect leg workout. Trust me, I promise you're gonna love it. You know, I can't wait to hear, you know, the success you have with it once you've tried it. So definitely make some comments, thumbs up, like the video, share it, you know, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to make sure you guys are getting the best information out there, and then definitely mash that notification bell that way you're notified as the new stuff comes out. All right, looking forward to seeing you in the next video.